Scum of the Earth, and we're back in the apartment of Nico Collard. So, we got the bug. Now where to? Well, I guess we gotta continue this investigation.
I'd say go to an exterminator if you just got a bug.
Oh, Andy's here. Oh, I guess Andy's joining in. Andy's here too. It's just me and Andy today.
Jason died.
Jason's, tragically over the break.
It was really painful.
It was horrible. Good news, though. Jason's ghost joining us for the first time here on the show. So, Jason's ghost, where should we go? I guess we should head back to the cafe, because that's the scene of the crime, right?
Did Nico commit the crime? Is she returning to the scene of the crime?
No, this is her first time here. If she comes back again, then we got her.
Oh, they're closed. Oh, this is a dead end.
Why would they be closed? Oh, right, the bomb.
But I have gift cards!
Could I ask you some questions?
Hey, Mario. Like it's old Mario.
That depends. Are you a cop?
No, I'm a journalist.
Bit late, aren't you?
Did her
They
voice
already
change?
took away the body.
I'm doing a follow-up on this story.
No, it just sounds weird because we haven't heard it for a while.
Also, I have new headphones, and I don't think I've adjusted them properly.
Oh, that's right, because my headphones are the same as yours, right?
They're sharing headphones.
No, we're not.
We're close. That's how close of a family we are.
That's disgusting.
Let's ask about this
We're
guy's
not
hole!
even- I am using fucking...
Tell me, are
Headphones,
you
he's
related to the
using
workman I saw
earbuds.
digging the hole?
Don't talk to me about flobage. Pah!
Okay.
He just won a fortune on the horses and he won't give me a cent.
Well, it's his money.
When he was broke, he was happy to touch me for a loan. Brothers should
What?
look after each other, he used to say. He's changed his tune, now he's brassed up.
Wow.
Okay.
Hard times.
I'm just saying,
Hard times.
I don't touch people's holes for money anymore. They touch my hole.
Touch their brass hole?
You're doing a fine job.
Damn right I am. You should be writing about me, not that idiot that got blown up.
The hero
Heroic
who
man
picked up
boards
pieces
up
when
blown up
disaster strikes.
cafe.
Exactly.
They're gonna hold a
Well,
parade
give
for
me
him.
your best smile and maybe I'll put your picture in the article.
Oh, right. Just give me a minute to do my hair.
He could put
Cool, I
on.
don't have a camera.
He could just put on his hat.
I was thinking he was getting Just for Men gel. We're gonna come back and he's gonna be a brunette.
Is she gonna say, I don't have my camera?
So the Lord, it looks so natural, no one can tell. Oh, we really have to click on him again.
The workman looked about as eager and helpful as your average road digger.
God, this game just looks down on the lower class.
Hello?
It's in France. So.
No wonder they had a revolution.
Yes,
I need to take some more pictures.
of course. My pleasure. Just give me a moment.
Woohoo! I
Okay,
think.
you just gotta stretch his ears and his face a little bit.
I
The
get
police
this.
had
I
removed the
snuck past
body,
him.
but nothing else looked disturbed.
I think he might not have even tried to stop me.
Well, there was another guy you could have asked about. Maybe we have to ask about the other guy first. I don't know. Conversation trees.
A panel had been blown away, revealing a gap. From this angle, I could see that something had been lodged in the gap behind the pipes.
I think Mario could help. Maybe it leads to
Mushroom.
a
King?
later world. Just skip right to the end.
Please skip right to the
Behind
end.
the table were some damaged pipes. Voila! The police and forensic teams had
That's
missed a
French for
vital piece
ta-da.
of evidence. Some kind of pouch. On the pouch was the cross symbol of Carchon's organization. I was on the right track.
Karchan's organization, the Catholic Church?
There was nothing of interest beyond some bloody debris.
She must be really, really behind the times if she doesn't know what the crucifix stands for.
Hey, what about my photos?
Oh, of course. How could I forget?
Well, I'm waiting. Get your camera out.
Camera. Oh, I forgot. It broke.
Alors, they should never send a woman to do a man's job.
Well, this woman had fooled him easily enough. And found the evidence the police had missed.
Then again, I don't think Sting is in the detective agency, so I don't think he'd be much concerned with evidence.
Hello?
Yes?
Have the police finished with the crime scene?
What does it look like? I got orders to board up the windows, and that's what I'm doing.
I guess, is Moo like the mascot of all police now?
So the body's been removed?
I certainly hope so, or it'll stink to high heaven when they take down these boards.
Shouldn't you check?
Are you kidding? They don't pay me enough to put up boards, let alone check for dead bodies.
It wouldn't be that hard because before you put the boards up, you can see through. There's not really much of an obstruction.
If I give you $50, we would take these boards down and check and see if there's a dead body?
What do you think of this pouch?
Very nice. Takes me back to my posing days.
Posing?
Art school. With a body like mine, I was never out of work. I can show you if you like.
I'd rather not. I've only just eaten.
Why does the pouch remind him of that? Oh, the rough leather exterior of this pouch reminds me of my nutsack, as you say. Okay, I think that's enough of that.
You don't want to ask him about every single inventory item?
No.
Just throw Jason a bone. We'll ask him
Do you
about
like
the
this
elephant.
coughing?
It's the kind of thing you pick up for a couple of euros at Les Puces de Saint-Ouen.
You son of a bitch.
That's probably a diss that
Au
I
revoir.
just completely over my head.
It might be over my head, but them's fighting words.
Maybe that's French for Dollar Tree. I don't know.
So I guess we probably should see if something's inside
On
the pouch.
was the cross symbol of Conchon's organization. Inside the pouch were two items: a strange metallic artifact and a letter in some kind of code.
Oh god. Hey guys, feel like embarrassing ourselves again in front of our audience?
No, let's do
Another
it.
coded message.
I'm
using
not
the
showing
same
anyone my
cipher
leather
system.
pouch.
So, Plantard was involved with Conchon.
Yeah, it's just what I thought. Okay. Yeah, we know how to do this game. Okay.
There's some two-letter ones. They all seem to end with that N-looking
Oh,
one.
I think wasn't that like if usually?
I'm pretty sure they're probably using a different code.
Well, that would just get confusing. It's like they don't want anyone to solve their puzzle.
It's like they're padding out the game.
Plantard. Pierre killed. Murderer must have followed trail from Arnaud and Yamada. He will come for us now. We must be vigilant. Thierry's girl broke into Pierre's safe. She worries me. Imelda. So much for Imelda's innocence. Plantard was working for her, and for Conchon. But why did Plantard want to meet? Was it a trap? Or maybe he was in too deep and needed me to tell the story, whatever the story was. One thing was clear. It was a story worth killing for.
You know what I think is a story worth killing for? Jim Henson's Labyrinth. That's just me.
The artifact had a sword laid across scales. There was a picture of Lady Justice on the locked panel, in the room below the conciergerie.
Ah! Well, okay, thanks for being super obvious, game. This is going to make this Let's Play a breeze. But then again, I inherently have no sense of direction. I'm like Roronoa Zoro over here.
Let's meet George Stobart.
The
in
strange
fucking
metal artifact I found in
sewers
Plantard
for no
that
reason.
pointed back to the quayside.
Ile de la Cité, an hour later. Oh, and it just takes me right to it. Okay. Moving right along. I gotta pick up a whole case of shotgun shells before coming in here, though. Oh, God.
This isn't Doom.
You couldn't just leave the puzzle open? I have to resolve it?
Padding that gameplay time.
This is
Padding
what
it out.
This is what the director's cut wanted.
I got a brilliant ideas. Let's make everyone solve each puzzle twice. They'll never see it coming.
It's like that part in House of the Dead 2 when you have to beat all the bosses again, except instead of being fun, it's just frustrating.
I was thinking a good way to pad this gameplay out is once we, explore all these catacombs deep in France. It turns out there's a second set of catacombs floating above us, and we have to do all the puzzles in reverse. And then we have to kill Dracula. Ah, we got the key now. We're gonna find out what's in this painting.
The thing doesn't even... it doesn't really look like
It's
a key.
more like a spark plug.
It's for the lights around the painting.
Plantard's key fitted the lock, so he must have used this place too.
I was thinking maybe it's a spark plug to, get the mystery machine working again, since we're working on solving mysteries with a dopey blonde. Now we just need a stoner and a dumb dog.
A photograph had been torn up.
Don't ever talk that way about Fred again.
If I could just arrange the pieces.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
This won't be as hard. I mean, we don't have to buy any vowels to do this one.
All my years of highlights for kids is gonna pay off. All those trips to the dentist.
Why don't you put the parts of his head together?
What if he has a messed up face?
Oh my god. It can't be.
Who?
You'll find out in the next episode.
I really like, though, that there is a little bit of logic in this game, you have to admit. That, like, if she knows this person, she would recognize him right off the bat instead of waiting till the puzzle's, like, completely finished,
Yeah.
Oh, it's a donkey. Okay. Move you over here.
There's that missing pocket.
Oh, I've got all in my pocket. I really do feel like I'm playing a kid's game now. I have an extra piece somehow.
Okay, take the bottom two apart. There, I think maybe you overlaid something. Maybe?
Maybe, yeah.
There we go.
There you go. Oh, don't make us move the whole goddamn thing. Get some glue, lady. His head almost landed on his head.
Just saying, she already knows who it is, so I don't see the point of finishing the picture.
There was no doubt about it. It was a picture of my father.
Le gasp!
Papa, oh God.
Have you noticed there on the table, it looks like she messed it back up
not
again?
this.
I want to play
My
again!
father, the one person in the whole world
Told you I had
I
to do all
truly
puzzles twice.
admired, standing with Cachon, while those murderers carried on with their evil work. My father, grinning at the camera. I couldn't believe it. I realized that I desperately needed to get to the bottom of this story, and that I really needed George.
I know. It's really bad when your parents don't turn out to be the people you thought they were. Just last week, I found out my dad listens to the Steve Miller Band, and I was crushed.
I found out my parents were homunculi.
No, Jason, your parents are homophobic, not homunculi. We've been over this. Later that afternoon, I turned into George Stobart.
How long do you think he's just been standing
Oh
there?
my god, do you think it's like a Tyler Durden thing? If you think about it, they're never in the same room at the same time. They could just be the same person.
Well, let's see if that pans out right now.
I pushed against the door, but it seemed to be locked.
It just seems weird that it says later that afternoon, but it doesn't really give us a time frame for when he got there. He could have been standing in the middle of the road for
Wait.
who knows how many hours.
Wait a minute.
The door was shabby and in need of a coat of paint. I couldn't imagine the Collard woman living here.
Me and Jason have never been seen in a room together. Oh, okay.
Oh, hi.
Bonjour, monsieur. Would
Bonjour,
you like me to
monsieur.
photograph you?
No thanks.
I'm very good. It only takes a minute.
Thanks all the same, but I'm not superstitious. Besides, if it only takes a minute, that's not much of a future to look forward to.
She pulls out a gun. You are correct.
Whoa! You can ask. You have some sort of enchantment spell you need to ask about. Are you Doctor
I need
Strange?
to learn about destruction, alteration, and I guess this is the ability to morph into Nico.
I've changed my mind. Will you tell my fortune?
You're going on a long journey.
And you are going to become the Sorcerer
What a
Supreme.
surprise. Can you tell me anything I
No, I'm
don't
sorry. You're
already
going to
know?
eat the Supreme Pizza.
How does this fortune-telling routine work?
If I knew that, I
$5
wouldn't be
up front.
selling flowers for a living.
Haven't you ever wondered why you were blessed with the gift?
Well, it's a bit like satellite television, I suppose. Some of us are born with a built-in receiver.
Pay a monthly subscription
I
for this
happen to be
power?
one of the lucky ones.
I
can-
was not born with my satellite dish. I had to pay over $100 to get it installed.
My ability works best when I'm standing on top of large buildings.
Oh, it's good that I have this inherent gift so that I never watch the newest episodes of Les Acrobats on Le Hub.
Are the flowers for sale?
Hey, fuck you, man.
monsieur.
I'm losing hope soon.
Okay. I'll take a bunch of those white ones.
I wouldn't do that if I was you.
No?
They are lilies, monsieur. Some people associate them with death.
Why the fuck do you sell them?
For funerals,
What other
stupid?
flowers do you have?
Dahlias?
What do they signify?
Insecurity?
Okay, Andy.
I don't wanna
Smart
give her
guy.
the
Why would
wrong
you give
idea
someone
about
those?
What about the
I didn't
tall
say I
yellow
know
ones?
everything about
Those
flowers.
are iris.
Also, I was
You
surprised.
insinuated that you did.
I was surprised
And
she
the
wasn't
little
like,
yellow
oh, these are dahlias.
Sensuality.
Oh, what are they
They're no
associated
use
with?
to me.
They're Black
I wanna
Dahlia
make an impression,
murders.
not jump down her throat.
Whoa!
Whoa, George
He
Stobart.
says he doesn't want to.
Yeah, I think thou dost protest too much, George.
Can you really foretell the future?
Only time will tell, monsieur. The strange thing is, I can't seem to see myself in the future.
You're
Other
gonna
people,
fucking die.
I have no problem. But when I try to see what might happen to me, nothing.
That must be scary.
Must
Maybe.
mean you're pretty
I figure
pathetic.
it's a kind of natural safety mechanism. Either that, or I don't have a future.
It would save her a lot of time though, bookkeeping, if she knew how many sales she was going to make each month.
I was just gonna say maybe she's like the Cyclops in Krull, and she can see her own death.
But the
I,
reverse.
I think I just realized that no one else in the universe has seen Krull except for me and maybe Liam Neeson.
Do you know a young woman called Nicole Collard?
Yes, I do. She lives upstairs from me in the apartment block across the street.
I tried the door, but it's locked.
You know, I've told the landlord about that a million times.
Stop locking
It
out
is a
strangers!
The whole building is like a sponge. It sucks up the moisture from God knows where.
You mean the door is stuck because it's swollen?
That is correct. There is an art to opening it. Don't shove too hard. Just give it a gentle nudge above the lock.
Thanks for the advice. How
Or
long
you can
has
wait
Mademoiselle
till the
Collard
woman is
lived here?
home and knock
A
on
few
the door
months, she's in
like
for a
someone
shock
who's
when the
not a
cold weather
fucking creep.
comes. Drafty windows, insufficient heating. It's a struggle to keep warm. The only reason I stay is because the rent is cheap. Your young lady, she deserves better.
Also, not much of a commute.
I thought Mademoiselle Collard was a successful photographer.
Not as successful as she makes out for all her fine clothes.
Spider-Man does not
Oh,
hang
I
out
bet
in the
her find
Paris
herself
so
to
much.
Sleep at night.
That's awful.
Now don't you let on.
I don't
that
remember Peter
told you.
Parker being that
She's
rich.
proud, that one. Too proud, if you ask me.
Well, I'm just saying if Peter Parker's poor and this woman doesn't have pictures of Spider-Man, then logically she's even poorer than him.
I thought
She could be super rich.
I
The
thought-
opposite.
Spider-Man was poor because he spent a lot of money on drugs. Didn't he do a lot of Mary Jane or something?
Yes. That's why I need to teach you to stop speed reading comics.
Have you seen anyone out here watching Mademoiselle Collard's apartment?
Yes, I have. A strange man. Tall and thin as a broomstick.
Oh no,
He
sorry,
kept
it was
his
a broom.
face hidden,
What if it
but
was
I
Slender
saw
Man?
his eyes peering from evil little slits.
Yeah, Slender
How was
Man.
he dressed?
A long brown raincoat with an hat.
Or like Humphrey
With
Bogart?
an at?
Yes, but he didn't have Bogart's charisma. Besides, this guy looked like he needed a toilet. You
Humphrey
never saw
Bogart never used the-
clenching his buttocks like that.
Oh my god, that was so much worse than I was gonna say.
I beg to differ. There are some deleted scenes in Key Largo that,
Is there anything else you can tell me about Mademoiselle Collard?
No, monsieur.
Okay. How does
Do
Clown
you
nose?
recognize this nose?
No, monsieur.
What do you make of this tool?
Is it something a dentist would use?
No, it's for raising manhole covers.
It's fucking gigantic. Oh yeah, that's what the dentist uses when he busts out all your teeth.
This is what he used to crack your jaw off the rest of your face.
I'm just gonna say, you know, I thought we were in France, not Great Britain.
What can you tell me about this tissue?
Nothing.
Worst psychic ever.
What can you tell me about this material?
It's a very expensive piece of cloth, monsieur.
Ah, so she's not Dead Zone psychic, I take
See
it.
you later.
That's right, monsieur. You will.
I heard she doesn't really have that great powers. It's actually her cat who brings her the newspaper each morning.
I think I'm missing a key reference here.
Remembering the flower seller's advice, I pushed the door gently just above the lock.
Speaking of missing a key, we can't get this door open.
Hi.
Bonjour. I'm glad you could make it, monsieur.
Please, call me George.
Fine. I'm Nicole. Take a seat, George. Eh bien? And what have you been up to?
I've been exploring the sewers underneath the cafe.
Well, get out of my
Nothing
house!
bad.
The clown used the sewer to escape and to change out of his costume. I guess he was in a hurry. He left his jacket behind.
And?
I got his tailor's phone number.
You had better luck than I did.
Luck, she said. Luck. Hard work, I'd call it. What
I
happened?
hate this
My editor
bitch.
told me to drop this story. Can you believe it?
But you're not going to do that.
Oh no. I'm going to find out what's behind these killings.
Guns.
It just doesn't add up. It almost feels like some sort of conspiracy. The police in 3 different countries have kept very quiet about the murders. The press don't connect them at all. They blame them on political, religious, or militant minority extremists.
Well, that covers just about everyone.
Everyone's a minority. That's why they're called minorities.
You know, white guys, we're the biggest minority of them all.
Tell me more about the clown's previous victims.
The first was Arnaud Bellotta, the millionaire pharmaceutical baron. He made his money from amphetamines in the post-war slimming and diet boom. Imagine it, millions of housewives literally speeding their butts off. The only witness in the case was his Filipino au pair. She swears he was lured to his death by a snowman.
What about the clown's second victim?
Yamada, the controversial Japanese politician.
The one that married his
inherited
Game Boy?
fortune from his father's electrochemical consortium.
How did he die?
At
Had
the
sex with his
hands,
Game Boy.
or should I say flippers, of a giant emperor penguin.
A snowman, a penguin, and now a clown.
I had been about to add mime to the list, but stopped myself. I really didn't want to have to explain to George about my father's involvement with Cachon.
You know, I hate to admit it, but this is scary. And I'll tell you this, I will not be accepting any invitations to costume parties.
I don't blame you for being scared. I am too. But this story could be my only chance for a
Now
big
I'm
break.
angry.
Or an early death.
Now I'm happy. She's just speeding through the emotions.
I think it's funny that he thinks he's going to be invited to costume parties
This
or
is
any
the
parties.
tool I used to get into the sewers.
Fascinating, George.
You're not interested, are you?
Apparently we were in sewers when we recorded this line.
of you to go down those sewers.
Yeah? Well, it was kind of scary, but, well, I had a job to do.
God, the audio, is it just me or the audio quality like
Yep.
dips and rises? It's almost like
about?
it's almost like it's a Scum of the Earth video.
me!
I'm worried about Coop.
I can
Found
hear
this false
you!
nose in the sewer.
Hey, what's this inside it?
The contents of someone's nose?
Don't be cross, George. It says La Risée du Monde. Masks and costumes. It's a costume shop near the
Wait,
Gare
it's a shop that sells
Saint-Lazare.
masks?
I'll check it out.
How
Maybe
big
the
is
owner
it that
remembers
it can
who
fit
hired the
entire
clown
buildings
costume.
inside?
Well, it's a do it yourself. They give you the supplies, but you have to put it together.
Ah,
That'd
They
still be pretty big.
They give you about 40,000 Allen wrenches.
I found this tissue down the sewer.
That's disgusting, George.
No, I think the stuff on it.
Everything you do is repulsive,
like
George.
actors use or
Everything.
clowns.
It's still disgusting. Get rid of it.
It's evidence. I don't care. I'm grossed out.
Let it be known Exhibit 3A has been struck from evidence as it was deemed too disgusting.
I'm just gonna say right now, after showing this pretty girl tissues that he found in the sewer, I don't think he's gonna be jumping down her throat anytime
I
soon.
found a piece of material near the cafe. When I showed it to the concierge, he recognized it right away.
It's very distinctive, all right. Just wait until you see this. I developed a film I shot at the cafe. Here, George, it's an enlargement I made. Look what that guy's wearing.
Checkered pants. The same material as I found in the sewer.
That's right. This guy shouldn't be difficult to find.
Oh,
A
no?
Spider-Man
Take a
character?
close look at his
I'm just
armpit.
about to say, young J.
Gone
Jonah
in the shape
Jameson.
of a horseshoe.
With
Or
some
a
kind
crescent moon.
weird, like...
Riddler pants.
No, I was gonna say he has like a Mike Tyson tattoo on his face.
How come you enlarged this photograph of me?
Because I noticed the guy behind you, of course.
No, because I'm totally hot for your fucking back of your neck, stupid.
Tell me more about yourself.
There's nothing much to tell.
Well, how'd you get into photography?
I guess
Well,
I
my
owe that
father
to
was
my
a fascist who
He
killed a
bought me
bunch of
my first
African
camera.
villagers. Oops!
I was 8, and my parents had just split up.
Did you live with your father?
Yes, my mother went off with her new boyfriend. I didn't mind. Papa was all I needed. 4 years later, he died in a plane crash.
Oh,
I didn't mind.
It's all right. I don't mind talking about him. He was more like an older brother, really. Always joking and laughing.
Always
Papa
killing
wanted me to
Africans.
study art. That's why I went to college.
Did you learn about photography at college?
God, no. I couldn't afford the materials. We were billed for everything we used. Paint, canvas, paper. Most of my year turned to minimalism. It was cheaper. I used to go poaching in the park for squirrel hair. The only time I wasn't hungry was the time I did
Is
printing.
that related, or...?
I used to eat the potatoes.
You're making fun of me,
I think
aren't
she
you?
might be Squirrel Girl.
No.
Okay. Well, your secret's safe with me,
I
Squirrel
have
Girl.
to go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Yoga teleport!
Oh, by the way, check out this cool stuff I found in the sewer.
Underneath that coat, do you think she has like large flaps of like skin that help her glide through the air?
No, that's Flying Squirrel Girl.
Oh, okay.
Rujai.
Oh, have we been to the police station?
I'm pretty sure. Isn't that where that...
No, no. Okay, so now we have to go into our best friend's office and steal his wallet so we can pretend to be a cop. I'm thinking of a different game. Okay, so now we gotta make a fake mustache so we can pretend to be a cop and sneak past this guy. I'm still thinking of a Gabriel Knight game.
Excuse me. Not so fast. I'd like your personal details, please.
Huh? What for?
In the event of an accident, it would help us to know where to send the body.
What?
He's
This
about
guy's gonna pistol whip us to
he's
death
about
by
to
sight?
accidentally discharge his,
What?
his firearm.
Did he say where to send a bidet?
Well, if there's an accident, I think you do need a bidet. You know, Andy, I'm just letting you know. If you're not careful, it sticks to your cheeks. You'll smell like a native for a couple of weeks down in France. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back. Also, I plan on singing every verse of that song by the time this series is done.
The percentage! Look at that's the biggest we've had. You need to get a screenshot of that.
So, somehow, even though we're using multiple save files, we keep somehow beating this game over and over and over again.
I think you've over-
These make sense. Like there's a logical progression here, but what the fuck?
Did you overclock your computer? Are we playing this game in like hyper mode?
I think I hated this game so much I built a program to beat this game for me, but it's become too powerful. I think it's just eating up every resource I have. In fact, if you look at it, there's actually weird cords running to my PlayStation, my Xbox, and my two other machines. It's almost as if it's building a hive mind with one sole purpose of mastering this game. The question is, what's gonna happen when it's done. Guys, did we accidentally build the Allied master computer? Is this how the end of the world starts? Is this Skynet?
Well, it does say unnamed, and that's kind of suspicious.
I'm sorry, Sarah Connor.